So we are in Hawaii. We go on May 31st. 2 days later, I take a pregnancy test and it's positive. So I tell Drew I take him out to the ocean and we go for a swim. And I knew it was gonna be a little crazy. I was so nervous to tell him, but basically I just knew I had to tell him immediately. I couldn't even like swallow right. And we go for a swim in the ocean. I give him a hug and I drop the news on him. My real reason for taking him out to the ocean though was in case he shit his pants, but also in case I shit my pants. So instead of staying at the yoga retreat that I was there for, that he was dropping me off at, I realized it wasn't a good environment to spend the first trimester of a pregnancy. So I flew home with him a week later, pretty much after we found out. You know, we went through the highs and the lows of excitement and like just dead ass fear and freaking out and anxiety and all of those things. So it was definitely a transition for both of us, and we both had a lot of acceptance and a lot of things to work through, because a pregnancy can really bring a lot of your fears to the surface, like more than I could have ever imagined. When you have an unplanned pregnancy, I think it's super natural for you to kind of go through all the options and, you know, really weigh what's going on with you and your partner and what's going to be the best option for a baby. And while I did weigh my options, I felt very intuitively and strongly that this baby was meant to manifest and be here. When I was ovulating and Drew and I had sex, we even took preventative measures to make sure, like, okay, wow, that was kind of sketchy. Like, we should be a little bit more careful, you know, in the future. And even with those preventative measures we took, this baby still manifested. So now I'm gonna take you on a little time traveling journey to a story about my life that plays a really big part in, I think, my entire life and this pregnancy and just my outlook entirely on the universe and life. I had an abortion last year in a previous relationship, and that was a huge decision that I made that was honestly something I had told myself I would never make in my entire life. And because of that, thank God for the support that I had during that emotional time, I knew that I would not make a choice like that again. I spent a lot of time having conversations with the universe and God, trying to figure out why that situation and circumstance was placed into my life at that time last year. And it wasn't until now, in this manifestation of the baby that I'm carrying, that it all made perfect sense. And me being a vessel, and me being a woman, and me having this womb, and being a direct portal of Source and God to have the opportunity to carry a baby with a partner who loves me and loves this baby, and to have a support system that's so incredible. I'm able to now see both sides of the story and have experienced and lived both sides of the story, and deeply, deeply respect both sides completely from the bottom of my heart. So with all that being said, to any woman who has experienced motherhood or is on the way to motherhood, or for any woman who has experienced abortion or losing a baby in any way, shape, or form, my heart is with you, and you are a woman, you are strong, you are powerful, and you have choices and infinite abilities to succeed in this life. conclusion, we're just both so excited, and I am such a truster in the universe and the divine timing and alignment of things, and know that this soul coming through me is so powerful. It's such a healer, and it needs to be here on this planet right now, and I am more than honored to be the vessel to carry it over these 9 months.